Hard to believe that in about another week, this entire open space will be covered with leaves. We don't have any pumpkins yet. We have some female flowers right here. I had thought, this is a, by the way, this is a rival. I had thought that there were no bees back here, but then I looked at the tomato plant. And there's quite a few tomatoes on the way here, about 3 or 4 anyway. It looks like that flower right there got pollinated. Let's see if I can focus on it. Well then don't. There we go. That one looks pollinated to me. But yeah, there's a couple little tomatoes right there. Put my hand there, make sure. Yeah. So it's a good start. It's July 1 already, so good to have some tomatoes starting. No eggplants yet, but I think we have one bell pepper right there. Where's my hand? Here. There's that leaf, and it's right. Well, it's there. Right there, yeah. Okay, and the orchid peppers are starting to catch up. So I showed you a female flower. I don't know if that's been pollinated. I don't think so. That is a rival. And over here, maybe we can show you a first prize this week. Here's one. It hasn't opened yet. Here you go. As you can see, it's more yellow. There we go. Where's my finger? There. Yeah. And that makes me think it's actually a maxima and not a pepo. Not that it matters. It's also got the smaller leaves, more rounded leaves that a maxima tends to have. And here's another female flower. They actually don't need bees. There are wasps around here. They do pollination as well. All kinds of things do pollination. I can't see what I'm looking at here because it's so funny. There. So, these are the big moose. About 90 degrees out here, folks, so if I suddenly shut down the video, it's because everything got to me. It's too hot. Let's see. Okay, I had a big moose here. That's a female flower right there. There we go. So, and here are our morning glories. Keep wanting to call them marigolds. Marigolds didn't come back this year. They had been reseeding themselves, but I guess the cold weather was too much for them this year, so they didn't come back. Here's our sunflowers. Pike's Peak. It's about 4 feet tall now. That's the big one anyway, the rest of them are shorter. And here are the Mexican sour gherkins. And they have finally figured out which way I want them to go. They're climbing up the trellis. At least most of them are. So hopefully they'll start flowering soon. And these are my bush cucumbers. And yeah, there we go. They look like they might be starting to get buds on them. Let's see what else we got. I think I might stop on the hummingbird feeder, because the last time, it's got ants on it of course, but the last time I mentioned this, I gave a recipe for hummingbird nectar, and I gave it wrong. It's supposed to be 1/4 cup of sugar to 1 cup of water, and then you boil it for about a minute. And I have been using, are the ants actually in there? Wow. That's odd. I have been using quick dissolving sugar. I think you can also use extra fine sugar, but in my trips to the stores, I'm finding that most of them do not carry anything but regular granulated sugar. I think that would drive me crazy to use it, but if I have to use it, I will. Because in my experience, granulated sugar just doesn't dissolve very well in water. So yeah, and the other thing is, I want to warn you, hummingbirds are not like human beings. So if you go in the sugar aisle and you see a bunch of sugar replacement things, even if it's honey or maple syrup or stevia or whatever, don't get that for the hummingbirds. They need sugar, folks, and it's not going to kill them, not going to make them fat. The other stuff doesn't do them any good. So just like dogs and cats, they're not exactly like people. So always keep that in mind when you're brewing up your own hummingbird nectar. And I think that's going to be it. It's 90 degrees out here, and we're looking at, see, it's so hot I can't even remember. Earth Angel. And I'm going to end the video here, and I'll see you next time.